Hello, how is everybody? Oh, just take a breather. I'm going through all the emotions right now. So I thought I would schedule this. I'm gonna have to do this and not bloody look at my screen, I think. These are not like very sad tears. These are happy tears and excitement tears and tears that I am doing the right thing. I'm shaking. One second, I'm just going to close the door. I'd apologise for things being a mess in the background, but you're all probably used to that anyway. And I'm going to be sorting out this room for Safi's birthday. Right, so some point last year, just on like a personal note, I felt very lost. Oh my God. I felt really lost, and I was making really poor decisions for myself, and it was just having a fourth child is difficult. And you know when people say after 3 they all just fall into place? It's absolute rubbish, because they don't. That's the most ridiculous thing ever. So I just struggled with a lot of things and getting back into the swing of everything. And one of the things that has been one constant thing that I've always leaned into and has been my crutch and my support system for so long. Oh my God. It's been my business. A lot of you already know what I'm going to say, because I didn't want to do this. Have this conversation, and for a lot of people who I love so much, I didn't want them to find out this way. But there's just too many of you. So it was, thank you. I'll speak to you later, Terry Leanne. Thank you, I appreciate your support. I made a list and I thought, right, who do I need to speak to tell? And I just wanted people to hear what I'm doing from me. Because I know when people do what I'm about to tell you that I'm doing, is they get bad-mouthed. They don't like the way in which they did it. You try and do things from a place of love and with good intentions, and it can get misconstrued. Or I missed somebody out the other day, and she was upset, and then I had to speak to her because I didn't want her to feel upset about I wanted her to know my decisions and my thought process, and it's something important to me. 9 years ago, I say really bad postnatal depression. All postnatal depression is horrendous. But it was just a very dark time. You know, you're talking thoughts of suicide, very low self-worth. Some of you might even remember a live where I drank a load of gin and went live and just made a complete twat out of myself. I was horrible, because what they don't tell you is you don't drink alcohol when you're on Prozac, because it just brings out the worst in you. And even for a year, when I joined Younique, I saw this mascara and I thought, wow, that mascara looks shit. I ain't gonna lie, I looked at it and all these women with these spider lashes, and they were zooming in, and I'm like, they look awful. And I thought, oh, I could do that. I'll do a better job than they're doing. So I messaged Michaela, because I knew her through friends of friends, and I'll read the comments afterwards. I just can't right now. Oh my God, I'm squeaking. I didn't even know I could squeak like that. So I messaged Michaela and I was like, oh, what's this Younique thing? Are you actually making any money? And she was like, yeah, it's alright, I'm doing a bit. I just only joined a month ago. So I was like, alright then, cool. But you know what I actually did as well? I went on the website and I thought, I don't want a sponsor. What do I need a sponsor for? I don't need a mentor. I can just join up by myself, it's fine. It don't work like that, and you do. So I joined under Michaela, and then I met some of the other girls, and there was Adele. I see Adele's on there. And I remember for months and months, I was like, Adele, I can't make any sales. Like, what do I do? And she said, you need to read The Secret. And I was like, read The Secret? What am I supposed to do with a bloody book? Bash people over the head and say, buy this flipping mascara from me? And I was so resistant to it. And then I went to a training event, there was a woman there, and she said, there's someone here struggling, and she's putting on a brave face, and I'm here to, so I haven't even got to it yet, Amy. And she's like, I'm here because somebody needs me to tell them that it's okay to not be okay. And I'd not told, obviously Rob knew, but no one else really knew how hard I was struggling. I'd not even told my mum that I was on Prozac. And she's a psychotherapist, and she's my mum and she knows, and I just didn't want anybody to know because I felt ashamed. I felt like it meant I was weak. I hated it. So when Adele told me to read this book, The Secret, because oh my god, if any of you have ever had one of these conversations over the last 9 years, how to sort your shit out, chances are I'll have recommended a book to you, and The Secret was always one of them. And I did, I read it, and you know what, I remember immediately after losing friends. But you know what, I didn't lose them, they lost me because I'm fucking amazing. And I remember sat in this restaurant-y area, and this is how I knew I was really bad at the time, because I couldn't sit in this seat because there was a mirror in front of me and I couldn't stand looking at myself in a mirror. I had to change seats, and they didn't understand why, because they weren't that good of friends really for me to confide in them and just say, look, I'm really struggling right now and I can't face looking at myself. I put things over mirrors. I couldn't even walk past the front of St Stephen's shopping centre because the next was reflective, so I used to have to walk past like that. It was horrendous. But I opened myself up and I read that bloody book, and I dove fully 100% into everything that is Younique. And I always said that if it wasn't for them, I fuck knows where I would be. They took me from a really dark place where I was struggling. They introduced me to personal development, and they introduced me to the most incredible people. And I don't just mean like the women who I joined at the time in the company, I mean like customers and people who share, some of you are watching and you probably never even bought a mascara from me or anything, but you've shared my posts, you've sent me messages, you've been supportive, you've encouraged me, you've been there to celebrate the successes every time I've had a baby. I've looked at babies and all those milestones. It's been unreal. And when I look back, like this week, those lives that I've been doing, I hope you can feel how much love and gratitude I have, because that's been the theme, that I'm coming from a place of love and gratitude. And right now I am in this bubble where it's hard and it's upsetting and it's sad, but at the same time it's empowering and it's incredible. So for the past 9 years I've been building this organisation, and there's been loads of highs. I've modelled in Utah twice representing the company, which is just incredible. I'm shivering because I'm cold, but I'm so nervous. And I do this all the time, and yet I'm really nervous talking about this. And so last year was it was a crazy year. One of the people I worked really close with, him. Oh, we've got full on ugly cry and do weird squeaking, but Kim passed away, and she was just like, we got on so well together. Honestly, she's just a massive inspiration. If you knew Kim Croft, like, I know it's one of those sayings that gets thrown around, but to know Kim was to love her, because I don't know anyone could love Kim. She was so down to earth, and even literally on her deathbed in those last few weeks, she was sharing her makeup, she was being an inspiration, she was raising money for charity, shaving her hair, and then she found out that she wasn't even going to have to rock chemo, so she probably wasn't going to lose her hair, but she was like, well, that's what I'm going to do, you know, I've raised all this money, so I'm just going to have to whip it off. But she did it anyway. She was just funny. And when I found out she was coming to Castle Hill for a treatment and everything, I was like, well, let me know if you need any help. And of course she didn't let me know, but then I saw she was there, so I just went and saw her anyway, and we took loads of stuff round and did a whip round, which ended up being the biggest whip round ever. And oh, she loved it, and her hug, and I'll never forget that hug. And the last hug we had, it was like a pure But she was just one amazing lady, and she was unique through and through. She absolutely adored the company and everything it stood for. We both do, I still do. And so last year, like, that hit me really, really hard, but it also threw a lot of things into perspective, and I thought, I need to really give everything into this business, and I have done. I've poured and poured myself so much. Like, my customers, I try my very, very best to really love and serve you and get the best. Do you know what I absolutely adore? And the collagen, when people have come to me and they've had, the lady, she had really bad rosacea on her nose. It was really, she had it all, she said she hated it. It was a real pain point for her. She took the collagen, it sorted it out, and the confidence it gave her. Just the makeup, even little things like Lauren, she said, I don't want this green eyeshadow. I said, that's fine, I'll come and swap it for another one for you. I said, but I just gave you it, I thought that would really suit you, it'd be really nice for you. And then she's messaged me the other day and she's like, I stepped out of my comfort zone and you said it would do, and I've tried it and I really like it. And she's getting on with it, and she's just to know that, like, I've had that little impact on her, just that tiny thing. I thought, that's just amazing. But like, the company, they encourage you to do all these things, like to step out of your comfort zone and to grow, and not grow in terms of like financial growth. Obviously that comes with the business, but it's personal growth, the personal development. That's something they encourage, and it's just such a beautiful community, and it's literally been the comfort blanket that I've needed at some of the worst possible times in the last 9 years. And I look at, like, even just the worst times, they've always been there, and they've been this comfort blanket. And even when I didn't know that I needed that comfort, oh God, I've just been there all this time. But at the same time, it got to the end of last year, and just there was so many things that just weren't right. And not to do with like I love the products, I love the business, everything. I love all the people and seeing the successes. I've had so much success myself, and I'm so grateful for that. And honestly, like, I've always said, like, Younique is me and I am unique, and it's been a lot. I've done so much soul searching. It got to the end of the year, early December, and I said to my friends, I said, right, I'm no longer available for kitchen drinking sessions. That's number one. Doing far too much of that, and it's just it's had a bad it's just a negative effect. That's not good. And I thought, right, I need to just start my shit out, just get my priorities in straight. And one of the things that's a massive priority is like my health, my wellness, my mental well-being, obviously family. if I'm right, I know this from experience, if I'm right, my family are right. So obviously that all goes side by side. And then my business, I absolutely adore it, all these aspects. So my series that I've been doing, and these were a few of my favourite things. Talking about network marketing and community, and I always forget the first one, but I don't know why I forget it, because it is really important to me. I'm just, oh, it's a lot. So, yeah, now I'm just forgetting what I'm saying. So I told my friends, I said, unless you're going to the gym, unless you're free for a walk, or something to that extent, I'm no longer available. So I've like distanced myself from friends, like we've stayed in touch. I was like, it's nothing to do with you a lot, it's always to do with me. Oh God, I'm shivering. So I'm not saying like you're bad influences, because no one forces me to do anything. I am in control of my life, and I've like these last 7 weeks, you've seen my weight loss, and I hope you've noticed a difference. Oh, I'm shivering. It's not even that cold. Oh my God. So I've been eating healthier, I've been moving more, I can sleep better, I'm not stressed, I'm not anxious, my periods are better, my health in itself is better, my knees aren't aching, I haven't got backache, anything like that. That's all sorted, that's all great. I've got the mental clarity, I've got the energy to actually sit and be focused and write what I want, and to do and to execute the things that I need to do in order for my day-to-day life to tick by, but not just tick by, but to go well, and for my business as well. And I've done that. And what I didn't understand was, after like 6 weeks, I thought, right, okay, so I've been doing all of this and I've been doing all of that, something's still not right. And then I couldn't bring myself to put this up on the board. And then this past weekend, I mean, I'll flash it to you, but you won't be able to see it. Oh my God, I'm so cold and shaking. I put this on here, and I've written down in my diary as well, like you do, I did a brain dump, and I just put things like my mission and purpose, and not just like in life and all that, but, well, yeah, what I want, how I show up on my social media. When you see me on social media, if you see me share something, it's because it means something to me. If I'm going to do anything, I'm doing it from a place of love and because I want to bloody do it. I'm not going to do anything if I don't want to do it. I'm all in or I'm all out. Like the lessons from last year is life is far too short and far too precious. And then I was thinking, you see all these quotes everywhere and you think, I just need to quieten the noise and I need to listen to what I want, and I need to serve myself and my needs in so that I can better serve those that are important to me, such as my family, my friends, and all of you lovely ladies that are on here. Oh God. So I've written down things like what this is, how this is linked into me. So like the last 9 years, Jesus, honestly, if you've ever been in network marketing or in Younique, if I say network marketing, but if you've been with a good company, like Younique is a good company, they have a good heart, and that is so important. Confidence, that's a massive one. I've built confidence in me. People say to me quite frequently, I'm not confident like you. Guess what? 9 years ago, I wasn't confident like me. I wasn't. And now I've opened myself up to new opportunities. And when you do new things, you build confidence. And when you get these small wins, so like, because of having postnatal depression and not being able to look in the mirror, I pushed myself and I reached out to a friend and she's like, well, come along and do this body positivity photo shoot. So I did, and she said it suggested nude. So I was like, right, good, because I don't have matching underwear. So I didn't even take a bra. I took my dressing gown off. I looked around, the only one with my boobs out. I'm there like, oh. But then the lady next to me, she looked at me and she was like, oh. Took a bra off. The other person took a bra off. So we all took our bras off, and honestly it was such a beautiful, beautiful moment. And from like, this was 5 years ago, and from then on, they have been my burlesque family. I've been doing burlesque dancing for 5 years, and they have helped me bring my sexy confidence back, which is just amazing. And I never would have been open to those opportunities had I not have made that one little decision 9 years ago, and to try and sell some mascara, which I thought looked a bit rubbish, but I thought I could give it a go. That wouldn't happen. The woman that you see now, blubbering in front of you, would not be the same woman had it not been for that moment, that click of a button 9 years ago, and everything that's happened in between. I welcome challenges. Like, honestly, fucking bring on the challenge, because you know why? It means you're getting pushed. It means you're going to come out stronger. Nobody is a strong person because they haven't been up against resistance. Nobody. Help women earn extra income. That's what I've done. I've earned an extra income myself. These last 9 years, I haven't had to trade time for money, and I've been able, I think it was Rachel or one of you, when I sent you your voice note telling you what I'm telling you now, which I managed to sum up in like a minute, but now it's taken me a long time. I'm conscious that rugby's on soon, and I really want to watch that game, and I will do, but I've been able to stay at home because of women like you, all you women that are on here now, supporting me right now, giving me that love and support and everything. If it wasn't for women like you supporting women like me, I would have had to trade my Saturdays especially, and I wouldn't have had to have that time with my children. And I've now got 4 amazing children, all of different ages, all crazy, and I have had the luxury and the blessing of being able to be there for them when they need me the most in those young years. And I know Harry don't appreciate it now, but when he's older he will do, and all of the other ones. So I'm really, really grateful for that. So being able to earn that extra income, and I put on here, being a yes mama. So, you know, instead of having to always say, no, you can't have that because you can't afford it. And especially nowadays, oh my God, it's just fucking crazy. It's crazy. I'm not going to digress because that just is a whole other level, but having the ability to say yes to days out, or yes to having an ice cream, or yes to the pack of sweets. And you know, you pick your battles, but sometimes you can't pick your battles because you can't afford to buy that food, because you need to buy nappies, or you need to buy milk, or something else is more important, or you're overdrawn or something. So that has been absolutely massive help for me and for other women who I know I've helped. Taking control of your life, that's a big one. Energy, passion, financial freedom, time freedom, building a community. I've built a community of women, and I mean, like, all of you ladies that are watching now, you're part of like my community. That, you know, some of you will really feel that. Some of you are new and you won't have a clue what I mean, but you will do. And those of you who have been within the organisation, you'll know that community, and that is something that is so important. And I just love it. Like, I've got help to earn money, success culture, support, celebration. Another bubble I've put on, more quality time with our quality people. Like, you know, the people we hold dear, that we want to spend time with. Like, life is too short, and at the end of the day, I'm not about that. Like, I could go and have a lucrative legal career. There was a point on Monday where I thought, oh, maybe I could get back into law. And then I thought, no, because no, I'm not getting back into the whole trading time and trading my life and then getting to what, 65, more than likely 70, 75, retiring, and then just being too old to enjoy life and just being knackered. No, I want holidays. I've had holidays. These vision boards, they work, you know, 100%, they work. I remember a point It was 2017 when I first went to Utah, and I remember doing this vision board like a year before, and it had a spa day. I just wanted some child-free time and a spa day, and I had Utah on there. I wanted to go to our head office. There were just lots of little things that I wanted, and just being able to tick that off was incredible. Yeah, so these are all things that I've got other bits on there, just like girly days with Safi, and oh my god, I'm just trashing the place. I'm just going to put that there now. So you're probably going to be like, well, why are you making this decision now? That mission that I have there and that purpose, and when I look at my customer base, when I look at the conversations I've had, particularly over the last year, when I look at the women who I spend a lot of time with, the women who, you know, you guys, all of you lot, and I talk, and you're telling me like your struggles and your pain points and things like that and what you'd like, and at the minute I'm not able to help you as much as what I'd like to, and it's really, really been frustrating. And I've made the decision to leave Younique, and I made this decision at the weekend, and it hasn't been a light decision. So even after 9 years of basically being Younique, literally the Younique icon, and I thought, this is something I've needed to do for a long time, but I just didn't know that's what I needed to do. I tell people you need to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and to reach those next levels. And my comfort zone, I've already said it to you plenty of times, my comfort blanket has been Younique. They've been my safety net, they are my family. They have wrapped me up and kept me warm and encouraged me and pushed me in ways I didn't know. There's people who have believed in me. Even when I wasn't able to believe in myself. It was like serious imposter syndrome when I got all the successes that I've got. I was just, all that doubt. But you know, like, I'm not in a bad place now. I'm in a really, really good place. The last 7 weeks especially, I have poured so much into myself and quietened loads of noise just to think, just to think like, what is it I need to do? What is my next step? There's a next step. I've got a block. I knew there was a block that was stopping me from going doing that further step. And unfortunately, when I looked at my business and I looked at Younique and I looked at all the exciting new things that they've got going on and coming up, I thought, that's fantastic, and I'm really excited, and there's going to be a lot of success for a lot of women, but that's not me. I no longer felt aligned with where Younique was going and the business plan. I just couldn't see myself in there. The last event I went to, I walked into that event with confidence. Like, there was something different. Alana from corporate, she even said, she noticed, she said, there's something different about you. And I thought, I feel it. There is something different about me. And I felt like I'd outgrown. And I don't mean that I have outgrown the people, or I feel like I'm better or above or anything like that. I didn't reach the top of the company. I'm not a millionaire. I didn't reach black status 3, but that doesn't mean that I haven't outgrown the company. You know, I looked around and I felt like old furniture, and not in a good way. I'm not old furniture. I don't want to be old furniture. I remember I didn't even have a ticket until 2 weeks before. I wasn't sure if I was going to go because I just didn't feel I wanted to go, but there was messages and said, oh, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Of course I'll see you in 2 weeks because you're going to be there. It was just expected of me to be there, and it made me think, how much of what I'm doing, am I doing it because I feel it's expected of me? Am I doing it out of obligation? And that's not good. When you're making decisions of what you're doing in your day-to-day, you can't be thinking, oh, what do they want me to do? What is expected of me? And not just that, I just felt like it just wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. So I thought, I know what I need to do. And I thought, if I'm not all in, then I'm all out. And I couldn't even say the words out loud. And then I spoke to, I thought, right, I need to do this. This is what I need to do. So I sent a voice message to Claire and Christine, Alana, all those in my downline. And I was met with so much love. And I really hope that that maintains, because at the minute I am just in this bubble of love and gratitude. So I know some of you thinking, what have you decided to stay because you've just got nothing but nice things to say about Younique? I have got nothing but nice things to say about Younique. I've had a great time for the past 9 years. But you know what? You're right, Eloise, it is time for Sadie 2.0. The moment I said that, moment I've made that decision and I emailed to say, right, this is my resignation. forever. Right. I was like, that's it, it's done. And it was weird because I felt sad, not because it's no longer going to be my home. It's like, Younique will always be like my family and my home. But you know what? Nobody ever stays home. Eventually you always come a point where it's time to leave home now. And that's the way I'm looking at it. So I'm stepping away. I'm loving you and supporting you all from a distance. But I'm no longer part of that community. I'm not in the thick of it. I'm on the outside. And the confidence that I have been feeling, that I have worked on growing in those last 7 weeks, is not just from the 7 weeks. It's an accumulation of everything that I have done over the last 9 years. Everything that you've all poured into me over the last 9 years. And I mean, like, you watching now. Everything the company has poured into me. The person that you see now, I am a confident person. I have the sexy confidence. I have the quiet, calm confidence. I know exactly where I'm going. I know what my mission and purpose is. I know who I want to help. I know how I want to help them. It's just the vehicle. That's what I'm unsure of. But once I've made that decision, I've got to say it felt a huge relief, because I can focus. People always say, there was a few people assumed, oh, so you've seen some shiny new ball over there and you're going over there, and you know the grass isn't always green on the other side. And I thought, do you know what, I have been the person that said that, and you're right, the grass isn't always green on the other side. But I'm not watering the grass. That I'm watering is fucking me. I am the grass. This is what it's been about. All that investment in personal development was investment in me. My business that I am growing is me. I am the brand that I am representing. The company I happen to partner with, the companies I happen to partner with, they are them. They are their own business entities. AstroTurf. No, AstroTurf. No, I'm not. I like it au naturel. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I am that bloody grass. Just because something is a saying and it's on a pretty quote and you see it on Instagram, doesn't mean that that is like how you live your life. The grass isn't always greener on the other side. I mean, sometimes it is. Look at my garden. It's right shit it. The grass is 100% greener on the other side. I tell you that. But no, I'm not going to be watering that grass. Sometimes, let me tell you this one, you can water your grass. Water it and water it and water it. And what happens? You fucking flood it. You flood it and then it's burnt out and it is no use to anybody. So I'm pouring into me. I'm pouring into myself. I am that grass. Yeah, that's... Honestly, I don't know if that's just an original thought. That's just what's come out. So... I'm emotional and sad because just now I have just summed up 9 years of an amazing experience. But if I was to die at like 90 or whatever age and think that I only experienced what I've experienced and only achieved what I've achieved, then I wouldn't be happy, because I want more and I know I can do more. When people say, oh, you had so much potential within the business, no, I have so much potential and I can apply me to other areas and I'll smash them 100%. I intend to. And it's not a disappointment. And yeah, Kissy, you might say it's like a loss for the team or for the business. I've heard that recently. But no, it's not. Because I'm still here doing my shit on social media. And so you still have access to me. You still have access to like all my amazingness. But what I'm no longer available for is working for and working with something that hasn't got 100% of me, and that I'm not 100% aligned with. That is what I'm not available for. I'm not available for anything that is not 100% what I value and what I feel is important. So I've made this decision, and it hasn't been an easy decision, but it's the right one for me. And everybody who I've told, I've sent a lot of personal messages out. So when I said, yes, Scooby-Doo, when I said that I'm doing all of these free podcasts and these bloody 5 minute voice notes, if you've got one sat in your inbox and you've been like, oh my God, I'm going to need a bloody brew and maybe make some get some biscuits before I listen to that shit, and then you're like, you've forgotten all about it. Anyway, what you missed out on was a personal message of me just saying thank you for you being part of my journey. Thank you for your support. Thank you for everything you've ever done over the last 9 years. If you bought from me, thank you so frigging much, because I wouldn't be the woman I am now if it wasn't for women like you who supported me. And just to say, like, watch this space. I have no clue what the future holds. Whatever I choose to do next, I mean, it might turn out like it was the worst decision ever, or it might turn out like it was the best decision ever. But if I sat there feeling uncomfortable with something, but leaning into the comfort of my business, of Younique, then that would be a disrespect to myself, a disservice to myself, and to all of those around me and all of those that I'm trying to serve. It'd be a great disservice. So me stepping away is me honouring myself and eventually those around me. And yeah, I wish I'd have been able to speak to more of you on an individual level to let you know where I was at. These women who I've messaged, who you probably thought, why have you sent me a message? We're not even in the same team. You don't owe me anything. I know that, but I fucking love you, adore you. That's probably why. But I had this list. I started writing the list. I was like, I can't keep writing this list. I only got through like A's of my customers, and I had to look at the ones who had bought from me recently, and those are my VIP list. It's just there wasn't enough time, because there's so many of you, but that is such an amazing issue to have, that I had that many women that I wanted to, and one man, that I wanted to send a personal message to say thank you and how much I appreciate you. That is a good bloody problem to have. So I knew that this live was going to be inevitable, and that I'd have to do it in order to just, I want you all to know that my decision is coming from a place of love, gratitude, and the need to step away from that comfort blanket. I need to I tell it all the time, I need to get out of that comfort zone and get into that uncomfortable position. And right now I am feeling it pretty uncomfortable, but it's a good discomfort. Thank you, Alana. Everyone else I talked to, they said, I understand. You've made a decision for you. It's a big decision. I'm proud of you. And those words have meant so much to me, to have that support. But you know what? I'm proud of me too. I have been a work in progress. I am a work in progress. And I look back with nothing but love, because the person who I was 9 years ago, that's the sort of person I want to help. Even the person like 8 years ago, those are the women that I want to help. I know who I want to help. And I'll figure it out. I need to breathe. If anybody's got any message, if you want, excuse me please, there are certain things that I cannot broadcast, and I haven't even decided myself, because of course when someone hears that you've left your network marketing company of 9 years, I guarantee you I'll see my messages go already, and I know some of you will already be thinking, I'm going to bang her a message, I'm going to pop her a message. Yeah, I know it. It's fine, honestly. Bring it on, it's fine. I know where you're coming from. But whatever I decide to do, wherever I decide to go, I am going to decide that. And like I said, if it doesn't fit what I have on that board, then I'm 100% out. Like I said, I've got to be 100% in and stay true to me and to what my mission is, what my purpose is. Oh, I'm going to go now. I'm going to read all of these comments, but so thank you so much. Honestly, I'm so grateful. And all of you that are watching, and I love, Kerry, that you've got your Y there flashing up, because I just see that and I'm just so proud. Still keep shouting yourself out. Don't wait for somebody else to shout you out. You need to shout yourself out. And when you do, I will be there clapping the bloody loudest. You should be clapping the loudest. Don't be waiting for the people to clap for you. But I'll be there clapping for you. So when I see all of your successes, whether they're small ones or big ones, your achievements, all those things, when you've do your first live and you step out your comfort zone, or you get yourself to an event or whatever, and something's going on and you just look, because it's such a bloody good thing to be part of. It's a great community to be a part of. I'm going to be there celebrating you, and I'm going to be happy for you, and I certainly won't be blocking you. I'm not going to be like, I don't want to see that, because luckily for me, I don't feel like I've quit. I feel like I'm stepping up, I'm stepping out, I am spreading my wings. I'm spreading my wings, and for the first time in 9 years, I'm doing so purely on my terms and not under any constraints, no matter how soft and beautiful they are, of another company. I'm being myself. And I've forgotten what I was going to say. I'm just, oh, that's it. If you always say don't quit on a bad day, I have had the best last 7 weeks. This last year, although it's been hard and tough, like I said to you before, I welcome the challenges, and this last year has been challenges, but I wouldn't have that mental resistance, I wouldn't have that strength, I wouldn't have this mindset, I wouldn't have this confidence, I wouldn't have the stature that I have right now, in knowing that I have done the best thing that I could do for myself right now. Had it not been for whatever I was going to say, but I can't remember. You have to watch back on the replay, or just fast forward to bits and see. So yeah, I'm leaving on a high. I'm leaving Younique on a high, and I'm very excited about whatever's coming next. So I'm going to get going now, but if anybody does want to speak to me, hi Ellie, hope you're well. Yeah, if anybody, I don't know, maybe you're sick of me, or like, oh thank God for that, I'm not going to see your face on Facebook again. You will, because I love it. Oh God, right. Right, I'm going to get going now because hopefully Leeds are smashing Rovers all over the place. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game. Bye, Sally Ann. Hi, Rosa. Hi, everyone. Right, so now I'm going to go back and read the comments. And for those that are probably watching this on replay, feel free to ask questions and stuff. But yeah, oh look, I could get my Younique rose water and sit over and out. But that makes me sad. God, why do I do it to myself? These are happy tears. Oh, it's not 6 to Leeds. Go on, smash those bloody dirty red robins. Oh God, thanks, Lauren. Oh, I'm going to Kingswood tomorrow, so I will drop his stuff off for you then. Oh, yeah. It's just the end of an era, a significant period of time in my life, ready for me to go on to the next one. Yeah. I'm not even going to say that, Lauren, what you like. Yeah. So, I'm not sad that it's ended. I'm sad that it's happened. I'm sad that it's happened. I'm not sad that it's happened. I'm happy that it's happened. I'm grateful that it's happened. I've got Younique literally everywhere. There's swag, makeup. I've got a flourish up there. It's been a part of my life for 9 years. And it's like it's a nice clean breakup. And we'll remain friends forever. And yeah. So, thank you all. And now I'm going to say over and out without crying again. Oh. And I'm not going to go and drink alcohol because I ain't got any. I would have had a glass of wine, not a bottle. A glass would have been nice. I'm going to go make myself a pint of water. And go drink a pint of water. Alright, thank you so much for everybody's support. And I'll speak to you all later. Bye.